guys, how you doing today? I'm Jeremy Jack, and this is my lovely wife,
Azaria.
And today, we're going to cook some ribs inside of this Instapot that we got from some friends. Little baby Yoda over here is gonna help us out. Um, so yeah, we already trimmed some of the fat off of the ribs, and now we're gonna add our seasonings and mix them together and rub it on in there. Rub it on in there. Rub it on in there.
Okay, we'd also like to add that this is our first video that we're making, and this is our first time using the Instapot doing these ribs in it. So we're gonna go over our first time with our mistakes and everything included. So first, we're going to talk about the seasonings that we're gonna use. We're gonna have garlic, paprika, Tony's, chili powder, and onion powder.
I guess so. So, as you can see, we're not using any kind of measuring cup because that's not what we're doing. We're just going to throw it in there, and we're going to season ourselves a little bit too.
I don't think they can really see how much seasoning you're putting in it.
Oh, okay. Probably because
you're hiding it.
It's a secret recipe. I don't want them to know everything. All right. Just a nice, generous amount of everything. It's all going to get blended in and rubbed into the ribs anyway.
Use this one.
I'm probably about to sneeze. You're moving way too much. Oh, God. So remember those mistakes she was talking about? They're happening now. No help. Good help is hard to find.
No, that is your job. I'm going to rub the seasoning on. You can help.
So you tell me this is my job.
We also have an onion, you guys. We're going to put this inside the Instapot, but we'll show you after we dice it and stuff.
So it's nice and mixed, you know, and blended. There we go. Might not be enough, but we'll see.
Okay, so the ribs are already cleaned, and as he said in the beginning, I cut the fat off, and later on in the video I'll show you a demonstration of how I did that. So I'll go ahead and sprinkle some of this all over it, and then we can rub it in together.
I didn't sneeze.
I don't think I did. Did I?
Focus. Yeah, that might have been just enough. All right, let's get to rubbing.
Okay, so while we're rubbing the seasoning in, I'm going to go back to show you how I cut the fat off the back of the rib. As you can see, I gently place my knife under the fat layer, pull the fat back as I work my way down the rib tip. It takes practice. But once you get the fat all the way off, just repeat on the other tips.
Okay, now we're going to work on the Instapot and how we're going to use it. So we decided that we're going to use our settings on meat, of course, The pressure level is going to be high, and we're going to set it for 25 minutes. So first thing you want to do is make sure you clean your pot. Place the pot inside, and you also want to have a rack to make sure that your ribs don't stick to the bottom of the Instant Pot. You also want to place in a cup of water and the onion we talked about, but we're only going to use half of the onion. So now we can place it in there.
With some water, and we're gonna drop it on in.
This is in the back.
And we're gonna figure out
Okay.
I think it was a twist and lock, so
Yeah, but it won't go down.
so like that.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay, now we're gonna set it again. Meat, pressure level, high, and it's already on 25 minutes. Check our ribs. Once we turn it off, and we're going to move the sealing valve to vent.
Stick your face in it.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so this took like a good 5 minutes just for the Instapot to vent. So we're just gonna fast forward through this and we'll be right back.
Does it look tender?
Yep. Very. What you think?
I don't know. I'm getting there. I don't want to have a lot of bone on it. See how tender? Okay. And this was all in 25 minutes. I'll start glazing my
And we're using one of our favorite barbecue sauces, Sweet Baby Ray, just the regular one. So we just pulled them out of the oven, and this is the finished product.
Okay, this is our meal for tonight. We're having rib tips with baked beans and macaroni. Okay, that concludes our cooking video. It was our first YouTube video. Thank you guys for joining us. Peace out.